The Constitution of 1970. Causes and consequences. It was caused by the Mexican Revolution, was seen as a legitimization of the triumph of Carranza. It had 137 articles, and it had to do with a form of government, free education, Article number 3, territory, Article number 27, laws and labor, Article number 123. The consequences were that workers could negotiate collectively and the right to protest, free education and agrarian distribution of territory. Key places: Querétaro, where it was written. Main characters: Venustiano Carranza. Government of Álvaro Obregón from 1920 to 1924. Causes: won the presidency after Venustiano Carranza was murdered. Consequences: the General Confederation of Workers and the SEP, Secretaría de Educación Pública, were created. Main characters: Álvaro Obregón and Adolfo de la Huerta, who was an acting president before Álvaro Obregón. Cultural aspects: muralism, Alfredo Salce, Diego Rivera, and Orozco. Government of Plutarco Elias Calles and Maximato from 1928 to 1934. Causes: the President Plutarco Elias Calles was elected, and after he finished the period, he chose presidents to govern under his will. Consequences: during this government, the church and clero were apprehended because they were anti-constitutional. Guerra Cristera. In 1925, the Banco de México was founded. In 1926, the president inaugurated the Banco de Crédito Agrícola. Main characters: the three presidents he controlled. Emilio Portes Gil from 1938 to 1930, Pascual Ortiz Rubio from 1930 to 1932, he was also governor of Michoacán, and Abelardo Rodriguez from 1932 to 1934. Cultural aspects: the Palacio de Bellas Artes was inaugurated. Government of Lázaro Cárdenas del Río from 1934 to 1940. Consequences and cultural aspects. Created the Instituto Politécnico Nacional, Instituto Nacional de Antropología e Historia, the Museo Nacional de Historia y el Colegio de México Colmex. Nationalized trains from 1937 to 1938. Expropriated the oil on March 18, 1938. Received Spanish refugees from the Civil War of Spain.
Government of Miguel Ávila Camacho from 1940 to 1946. Consequences: Mexico and the United States signed a free trade agreement. The IMSS is created. Renegotiation of the external debt. Fidel Vázquez is the director of CTM. Mexico participates in the World War II with the Escuadrón 201. Government of Miguel Alemán Valdés, 1946 to 1952. Consequences: the political party PRM changes its name to PRI. The Instituto Nacional Indigenista is created. The Ciudad Universitaria and ITESM are created. Cultural aspects: La Nueva Grandeza Mexicana, Salvador Novo, 1946. Government of Adolfo Ruiz Cortines, 1952 to 1958. Consequences: women vote for the first time. Stops the inflation. Economical development. The macroeconomic politic known as Desarrollo Estabilizador began. Cultural aspects: the 7 Central American and Caribbean Games in Mexico City. First courses in the Ciudad Universitaria. Government of Adolfo López Mateos, 1958 to 1974. Consequences: the ISSSTE is created. The electric industry is nationalized. Communist repression. Cultural aspects: the Comisión Nacional de Libros de Texto Gratuito is created. Government of Gustavo Díaz Ordaz, 1964 to 1970. Consequences. A group called guerrilleros make an assault in Oaxaca. Student movement of Tlatelolco. The Mexico City Metro is inaugurated. Cultural aspects. The 68 Olympic Games are held in Mexico. The 70th FIFA World Cup is inaugurated. Government of Luis Echeverría Álvarez, 1970 to 1976. Consequences. It created a federal law to allow voting at 18 years old. His government presented an economical crisis in the last month of his government. Cultural aspects. Creates the Universidad Autónoma Metropolitana. Mexico held the 7 Pan American Games.
Government of José López Portillo, 1976 to 1982. Consequences. The DIF is created. The law of income and outcome of the federation is created along the IVA taxes. The vacation card is established. Cultural aspects. The Pope Juan Pablo II comes to Mexico for the first time. Government of Miguel de la Madrid Hurtado, 1982 to 1988. Consequences. Focus his government on stopping the economic crisis and fix the public finances. Cultural aspects. Earthquake of 8.1 degrees in Mexico City at 1985. 86 FIFA's World Cup. Government of Carlos Salinas de Gortari, 1988 to 1994. Consequences. Teléfonos de México is privatized. The NAFTA start. Political murders to Jesus Posada, Luis Colosio, and José Mousey. Neorealism start. Cultural aspects. Conaculta is created. Nobel Prize to Octavio Paz. Government of Ernesto Zedillo Ponce de León, 1994 to 2000. Consequences. Economic chaos known as the December mistake. Steel Kingdom. Cultural aspects. Slaughter in Chiapas.